think Mitt is an incredible human being. I really think him and Ann and the whole family, Tag and you name them, they're very good people. And I thought he would have made a great president. I really did.
Hey, man, we're two peas in a pod. I got to go catch a felony for Trump, then we could be twins.
You really don't want that.
You don't want that's not good.
No.
I just want to say one thing I respect about you is that you don't really try and pretend to be a perfect person. And that's what I find interesting about specifically your book. I thought you did a good job of explaining some of this shit. This is kind of dirty business. And I just want to say I appreciate that. And there's a lot of figures who aren't willing to sit here and take phone calls from people. Like, nobody will. We had Marianne Williamson show up one time. That was a disaster. So I just appreciate what you're doing, man. I think it gives people a great glimpse into something that they can normally only read about, and it takes a lot of courage to do it. So I'm glad you're doing it.
As I'm sure since you read the book, I'm very self-deprecating. I know my strengths and I certainly know my weaknesses, and I poke fun at my own weaknesses. It's very easy to judge somebody else. It's easy to judge somebody else when you refuse to look in the mirror, right? I was trying to protect a friend or my boss who I considered to be a friend. You know what I mean? And I knew he was not a perfect person by far. And I was willing to overlook his issues because his issues are his issues, not mine. You follow? I just always thought that if he was to win the election, that he would elevate his persona, right? He would elevate.
Thought he'd rise to the occasion.
Right, to rise to the office of the presidency instead of debase it, which is exactly what he did. And what happened is he allowed the power to really corrupt him. As they say, absolute power corrupts absolutely. He became the worst version of himself imaginable.
I've wondered, reading, I thought James Comey's book was really interesting too, but just like hearing what you hear about from people who worked with Trump, I've always wondered if it's just he surrounded himself with yes men always, but in the government, there's going to be people who are against you that are on your side. And I felt like that's like it forced him to just back himself into a corner. He's unwilling to ever concede a point. And he just, like I said, he became the worst version of himself.
That's what I just said. And you're 100% correct. Now, that's the big problem with also Trump in 2024, where he himself has said that he will have every single person that works in government sign a loyalty oath.
Michael, Jolly's here now. I don't know if you want to let him up.
I'm going to split in about 3 seconds. We're just about...
Was he on your show the other night?
Probably. I'm on tomorrow.
All right.
If he wants to subscribe, do it now, because literally in one minute, we hit the 1 million mark. Thanks to you, RTP. Appreciate it.
Good job, clickers. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure, man. Good luck with the trial. I'm glad to see you on here being happy.
People say to me all the time, good luck to you and so on. I want people to understand this. And I want to be very clear. And I made this very clear on television the other day when I was on The Weekend on Saturday with Michael Steele and Simone Sanders and Alicia Menendez. This is not Michael Cohen versus Donald Trump. This is not the 21st century version of David versus Goliath, all right? This is democracy over autocracy. I just happen to be the storyteller, right? I'm narrating the story. This is not me versus him. And when people say to me, good luck and so on, not good luck for me. It's good luck for yourself. Good luck for the country. Good luck for your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, and the future generations to come. Because I predicted in 2018, when I testified before the House Oversight Committee, that if Donald Trump lost the election in 2020, that there would never be a peaceful transfer of power. I said that in 2018.
I remember that.
And boy, the fucking ribbing that I got by mainstream media, by everybody, what the fuck, you hyperbolic asshole, and so, and it came true. Are you ready for this one? And I said it as well. Here's my next prediction. If God forbid 1 million times Donald Trump wins in 2024, there will never be another election ever.
Bingo. Right? Democracy over.
That shit to the bank.
Preaching to the choir. One last question. Do you look forward to testifying? Is this something that gets you excited? No, it's okay.
No, I'm tired. I'm kind of, I want to be done. I want to start rebuilding my life. I want to be able to have a life where if I'm sitting outside and having a cup of coffee with a buddy or something, I don't have 20 people come over, some who love me, some who hate me. Anonymity is actually a really cool thing. And the stress that this thing puts on you for exactly the same thing as Handsome was saying. Oh, people are going to come at you. I don't give a shit. I don't care. The only people that I care that will understand this story and the relevance of this story and how the prosecutors lay out their case is I remember when I was asked by, God rest his soul, Elijah Cummings, who is the chair of the House Oversight Committee, and he asked me if I would come in and testify without being subpoenaed. He goes, I can easily subpoena you, but I'd rather you come in based upon the request. So I said, and I did it, but I knew that the Republicans were going to be hellacious. I knew that they were going to call me the same things that these maggot morons, the ones with the 4 teeth and the 3 brain cells, that they call piece of shit, perjurer, liar, convict, felon, the same shit that the Republicans did. And you know what? I sat there as calm as a cucumber and I listened to it. And then I just came back with my retorts of truth. And the truth was always based on documents, because you can't argue with documentary evidence, right? People do.
I think that's one of the weird things about all of these cases so far against Trump is like they've been document heavy. They've all been slam dunks. This one, I know you can't comment on it. This one seems like a slam dunk. Like the other guy already went to jail for it and everybody testified that he did it. It's just that it's so bizarre to me to watch a whole country watch a guy so obviously guilty who keeps losing court cases and they still want to come after you who haven't been vindicated time and time and time again.
Well, my friends, RTP, I'll see you again very soon. Thank you for the help to get to 1.1 million. Thank you all. Let me say to you, Don, Von Shits and Pants, have a good night, my brother.
That's very rude. That's not my name. It's quite frankly disgusting. You called me Don Von Schitzenberg, and that's even better. That's great. Thank you.
No, it's Von Shits and Pants.
Hey, we love you. You're very
See you, Z-Pack. Thank you. Appreciate it, Mike. It was nice meeting you.
The same, RTP. I'll see you again.
Yes,
and I'm
let's do
going to, if you DM me, I'll hook you in with Stephen Hassan.
That'd be amazing. That'd be a dream come true. Thank
My
you so
pleasure.
much.
Be my pleasure.